So who would like to start? Let's start with Somita, followed by
Yeah,
Sanjana and then others.
yes, because actually, hi, good morning, all of you. So I read this chapter in the morning, like around 4:30, this chapter, and I concluded my certain thoughts. So I just wanted to discuss the certain thoughts with respect to this chapter in a very, a very informal way. I wrote my thoughts. Like what I understood from this chapter, in a very simple layman language, that the balance is the very basis of life, right? And what we see is, the nature has given such a beautiful balance. We have a day and we have a night. We inhale and we exhale. We eat and we excrete. So this is as we can have so much of learning from our nature. And the very first thing which we teach our children is the balance, right? This newborn baby, when it starts walking, the very balance is the very basis of the life. And similarly, looking to this concept of balance in our chakra is also important. So when we lose our balance and when we overdo the things, that is where the worry, the fear, the stress, comes into our life. That energy fluctuates because our emotion is nothing but our energy in motion. And when this, due to our over worries, fears, stress, these energies get blocked in the various chakras, and that is why we are not able to live a conscious life, and we are not able to live a life with fullest of potential. So it is very important to release those energies which are get stuck up in our various chakras. And as we release our energy, the more balance we create in ourselves. And this analogy can also be done with the help of accidental living versus the conscious living. So our old habits, the patterns, our belief systems which we have developed due to the conditioning of many years, and these, right, because we are not aware of those habits. And when we are not aware of those habits, these things got stuck up. And when we just released at this age and stage of a life, when we are releasing those habits because of the new state of awareness, that is how we are balancing the various chakras. So what important is, in this entire chapter, Joe Dispenza told that how we can, utilize the energies which is are called as the neuroplexus, mini minds. So each chakras has that's why, no matter we have an awareness in every session, I say is that no matter we have an awareness, but our body has been conditioned over the centuries that we behave in an autopilot mode. Now, with this new awareness, when we start shifting our focus from the accidental living to the conscious living, that is where we can slowly understand why we are behaving and why we are behaving in that manner. So that is why what my major thing is, how we can shift our focus and elevate the energies of each chakra so that we can live our life to the fullest. So this is my smallest takeaway. I was just thinking and writing notes that how balance is so important, and then I was trying to connect with our surroundings, that how the nature, and even in our food also, people advise us to take a balanced meal, right? So this is how, when the energies are blocked because we are not living a balanced life, we are either thinking about the past or we are thinking so much about the future, that our energies in each centers are getting are getting blocked. And that is why we are not able to access that energy to the fullest potential. So this chakra energy, it can be balanced when we understand how we can actually you know uh, eliminate the energies which are not required, and focus our all energies to our creative potential, so that our creativity can enhance them. Because after balancing all the energies of these chakras, and that is why the first three chakras are the survival chakras, where we basically eating just like an animals, that we as well as an animals, we are eating, we are in a survival mode, protecting ourselves, living for ourselves, and working for our progeny. But once we elevate from this top three downward chakras to and go towards the higher chakras, that is why the real humanity comes into picture, where we give, where we, where we become the gift for others, where the humanity comes into picture. So, and this all happened when once we understand the survival mode of the lower three chakras, which are our Muladhara chakra, Swadhishtha chakra, and Manipura chakra. Once we develop the control over the first three chakras, that's where we can go and elevate our heart chakras, our throat chakras, our this anahata and the crown chakras. So that is what I'm still in a thinking phase, and but the few things I jotted down on the basis that, the balance is the base of life, and these chakras are nothing but teaching us how to balance our energies so that we can tap our highest creative potential and work over that. So this is all, Pinaki, from my side, because I have another session by 8. So that's the reason I'm speaking little hurry, but I hope all of you got the crux to understand this chakras and work over it. They are really very powerful. And even in meditations, if you have if you have just go through the meditation of, great elevated people, you will understand that when during, and this meditation works wonder just before sleeping, because when we wind up our entire day, when we leave all our worries and, everything set aside, the consciously we need to wind up our day. And when we consciously wind up our day, that's how we just undergo by a guided meditation, where the person, help us to focus and put our attention from each chakras, right from the last chakra to the topmost chakra, and where we putting our attention and relaxing those chakras, right? So we are not using any analyzing creative mind or visualizing something to reach our goals. We are just unwinding process. We are just focusing our energy on each chakras, and that is how we unwind our day, and that is how we allow our subconscious mind or automatic nervous system to get activated. So just before sleeping, just if you have any guided meditation where you can, do the chakra healing for all the chakras, that is how beautifully you can elevate yourself, and next day morning you get up, you don't need any alarm, you will just get up from a wonderful state of sound sleep to a very activated state. And that happens only when you do this chakra meditation a night before a day arrives, just to have the balance of those chakras. Because our body is nothing but a chemical factory. It is producing chemicals every single time. Whenever we are hearing any phone call, any stress news, any worries, the body is continuously releasing those chemicals. And if we don't have a control over those chemicals, these chemicals elevates, they just change the energy of all those chakras, and we end up into being non-productive. And then we end up taking a lot of courses on time management, life management, productivity, but our very basis crux or the ancient wisdom tell us to help in balancing those chakras. So this entire chapter is on focusing on how balance is the most important basis of a life, and we understand how to balance our energies. Anger creates so much of issues, our non-productive habits create so much of issues. So today let's dive into a reflection that how we can replace our non-productive habits and live a conscious life, so that our chakras comes in a balancing position, not overeating, as it has been mentioned in this book, how overeating, overstressing, over worries disturbs the energies of chakras. And according to me, the time, our focus, and our energy are the most vital elements to live a productive life. If you can have, if you really wanted to achieve your goals, have, full command of your focus, your time, and your energy. And energy is nothing but the energy which is we are getting it through these chakras. So that's all, Pinaki, from my end. I spoke in a very, continuous way because I had a session at 8 o'clock with one of my clients. So thank you, all of you. And because all of you, I'm able to, going very depth into this book. Without all of you, the things wouldn't be possible. So I'm very much thankful to Pinaki and the entire team that we are reading such a wonderful book in the Sunday morning.
Yeah, that's awesome, Somita. Fantastic. Yeah.
I also felt the same because though
Hmm. Where's
I
Sanjana
was
vanished?
thinking,
Yes, Ankita, go ahead.
how the session is going on. I was in train. I was not able to log in. Somehow managed. I'm still traveling, but I missed this session when I'm not in traveling mode.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Vasu.
Yeah, if I speak, I think it will echo much. So let someone else take over. If it is not echoing, then I can continue.
I have a question for Somita. If she has time, I want to have a question. Somita, can you hear me?
I'm here till 8, Manish. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a quick question for you. Like you nicely explained everything. I have one question that, like a lot of people know a lot of things, but they don't have the motivation to keep it for long enough. So, do you think what makes a difference?
See, first of all, let's replace the word motivation with inspiration, right? So we don't need, because motivation is like दूध के भगोले को गर्म किया तब तक motivation है, भगोले को उतार कर आपने stand पे रख लिया, and this pan gets cooled down after some time. So that is the motivation which is going in our life. But if we have the real inspiration is on the basis of an emotion. So your emotion help us to fuel your success. If you don't have that strong emotion to get into your goals, you won't able to achieve your goals. Your emotion is really act as a fuel. And the as Simon Sinek said, that your why behind your achieving the goal, and that why should not be a simple desire, but it is a burning desire. Till we don't have the burning desire, till we don't can foresee the consequences. If you are smoking it and you cannot foresee the consequences, कि smoke करने के 5 years or 2 years ahead of the journey I will be in hospitalized. Just imagine and visualize all your people around your hospital, your entire savings is going for hospitalization, and now even if the insurance companies are able to pay it, still your family is suffering. You're not living your life to the fullest potential. So that is kind of consequences you have to set up before you in order to achieve your goal. Because mere motivation से काम नहीं चलेगा, burning desire होनी चाहिए, और inspiration, you have to inspire yourself, that who am I, like my basic questions which we learn from Bhagavad Gita, like कौन हूँ मैं, who am I, what I am, what is the purpose of my life, and what legacy I wanted to leave behind. Till you don't have that in-depth need to work over it, mere motivation act like a very a temporary phase. So, and as I said, your time, your focus, and your energy, these are the three things. If you have a control over that, everything will be manageable. So
Yeah.
whenever, if you are working, suppose your goal is something to go, your fitness is your goal, and you are going every day on your morning walk, right? And in meanwhile you took a phone and some wonderful Instagram thing come and you want it, so your focus is getting distracted. So moment your focus get distracted, ask one simple question: will this help me to move my boat forward, or will move my boat backward? So moment you catch yourself, so that is the mindfulness taught us, teachers, that how you can be aware of your thoughts, emotion, your things at every moment when your focus get distracted, simply bring back your focus and ask that will this activity will help you to reach towards your goal, or will this activity will not help you to reach towards the goal. So this is how you can work on your focus. This is then time is a currency, as you all know, and energy. Because no matter, sometimes our goals are very clear, our focus is clear, we have an ample of time, we delegate our things and we can purchase the time also, but still if we don't have energy to do our work, then the question, and we wonder why energy kyun nahi hai. I'm eating a right kind of food, I'm exercising, but still that energy, that burning fuel is missing. And that may be because that chakras. So this is our ancient wisdom, which has been very beautifully packaged by the Western, as I always tell, and it is giving us back to us, and that is how now we are learning it. So once you focus on your ancient wisdom, once you focus on working on your each chakras, once you focus from accidental living to conscious living, that is how where your entire game shifts So work more depth, go into more depth about how to work on your chakras if you really wanted to capture your energy perspective of it. So time, focus, and energy, these are the three things required to reach your goals.
Is there any particular chakra meditation or anything else which can help us
Yeah,
to?
I'm preparing my courses around it. So this is how I'm working. I'm preparing my daily, 5 minutes, 2 minutes courses. I'm also preparing meditation, which is 2 minute meditation. Like even if you're in office and between your two breaks, a tea break, the 2 minutes which you wanted to utilize in your tea break, you can do your meditation and come back to your desk and make your work more productive. So right now I'm in the process of recording my videos. So entire March I'm devoting it every day to record my videos and preparing on my courses. And once my courses is getting prepared, I will definitely share it with you. So yeah, there is a chakra meditation, and not even chakra meditation. You really need a simple guided meditation where how you wanted to unwind your day and focus, सरेंडर पोज में बिल्कुल फोकस्ड होकर एक एक चक्र के ऊपर you just focus your attention and your energy will be getting elevated. So this is how your chakra meditation works. It is nothing a rocket science, but a simple guided meditation where your teacher will take you through each chakras, and you're aligning your focus towards that, helping the energies which are stuck at the various chakras to be getting liberated. That's it. Very simple.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just on the same line, I just want to share my experience that what I do is that, before I go to bed, I do affirmations that, okay, whatever I intend to do in life, I just visualize that happening with strong intentions.
Hmm.
Because as we understand our subconscious mind, it doesn't differentiate the desire and the reality, basically.
Hmm.
So when we tell our subconscious mind everything what we want to become, like all positive affirmation that, like I deserve my success, I am very lovable, I'm very hardworking and things like that. So it helps to build us better for our desired goals. And the more we do it, the more it gets better. It's just like a muscle, right? So your whatever you affirm, whatever you say to yourself, it is building you inside, and what is inside comes outside, basically. So I do
Correct.
affirmation, I do all, I say like I'm the luckiest person in the world, and things like that, everything is happening for me, right? So
Hmm.
things like that, I think that's also a part of chakra, right? What I feel.
They are not part of chakras because when you're saying it, affirmation, this is the part of your mind. So you are resetting your mind basically by giving the affirmations to yourself. But the chakras are entirely a different, altogether a different ball game. Where in Joe Dispenza told that each chakras act like a mini brains in your body, and these mini brains have their own neural plexus system, own bunch of neurons, and they work as per they are so how the chakra heal energy and mind, that is where we are bringing the coordination of our mind, body, and the soul. So and the affirmations which you're saying, again, a very important, why some people affirmation doesn't work simply by saying I'm lucky, I deserve inner peace, I'm the richest person. It doesn't work till you don't focus on your process. So 80% people's affirmation doesn't work because they don't focus on the process and you're just focusing on the outcome. So if you really wanted to focus on losing the weight, suppose, or having a fit body, then you have to imagine that you're either your gym, if you're choosing gym, or if you're choosing a nature walk. So you really have to imagine yourself running with all that, wearing your shoes and running. So you have to imagine the process. You have to visualize the process, not simply the outcome. Otherwise, your subconscious is very smarter than you. It will say everything, whatever you are speaking is a fake. So you have to make your affirmations in such a way that it doesn't sound fake to your subconscious. So you really need to imagine your process rather than the end outcome. If I'm saying I'm calm, I'm saying this affirmation, I'm calm, I'm peaceful, I'm calm, I'm peaceful, for 5 years, it doesn't work. But when, yeah, my end product is to become calm and peaceful, but what are the strategies I'm doing it to make myself calm and peaceful. So I learned mindfulness from past 1 year, and then I felt the changes inside me. That is how your affirmation will, will give you your desired results. Yeah, this is what I wanted to achieve. Now, to achieve this is the process. So you have to follow the process in order to reach your outcome.
No, I understand that. No, what I'm trying to say is that, see, sometimes what happen is I have everything. I have the process. I have the blueprint of everything what I want to achieve. But unless my emotion is high, if my emotion is not high, I'll run out
Hmm.
of motivation, right?
Correct, absolutely
No,
correct.
हम तो किताबों में सब लिखा हुआ है, right? But
Yes,
you have to stay on to that emotion. जब तक आप वो
yes,
इमोशन और उसमें पॉजिटिव आउटकम में स्टे नहीं करेंगे, you will always run out of emotion and you will lose the motivation to work on it.
absolutely right,
एक्शन
absolutely,
तो
absolutely.
एक्शन तो चाहिए ही चाहिए, एक्शन तो है ही, मस्ट है वो तो,
Correct,
लेकिन
correct, correct, correct.
हाँ, basically it's just like emotion keeps you going. It
Absolutely.
doesn't run out of fuel. Basically, it's an
Yes.
infinite fuel in your body. So that's what I'm trying to
Absolutely,
say.
absolutely. So let's focus our attention on the energy centers of our body. Let's don't deviate. Okay. Who would like to add to this? Who would like to add to this conversation? Pranavi, Padma, Basu.
Yeah, I will share something. I was just listening to different people reading different lines, starting with Sanjana taking the introduction to the different parts like Swadhisthana Chakra and whatever names, solar plexus, neuroplexus, the different glands that are affecting the people, and what is the duty of each gland. So that was the part one that we have seen. Then coming to the part two, where Vaishnavi was reading, it was about the details of how different items react to different things. If you do some things, what will be the reaction out of that, and what each part and what endocrine gland or what the pituitary gland, how the master of gland is called as the pituitary gland, and all those things were understood. So then Rajeshwari took over. It was about the things of related to each part doing different things. And before that, Pranavi and Pravina were talking. That was more on the how the different parts of the body create that. And somewhere it was there that the one place that there are three things that take care of the bottom part of the body, that take care of the animal nature, that is survival. And the second part wherein it explained that in your body when your things are happening, then this takes you from the human nature, from the animal nature to the human nature, which is the nature which is called as the selflessness and gratitude. So, as Devdutt Patnaik says that in the natural life that happens, it in the jungle, it's a matsanya that happens. That the big animal eats the small animal. The stronger survives and the weaker diminishes. So that happens in the normal procedure. And when the human grows up, he sees a matsya, that is a fish growing. He sees that big fish is going to eat it. He takes it out and keeps it in a small vessel. Now that small fish starts growing so big, and it becomes. Then he puts it in a bigger way, a bigger pot. Then he puts it in him in a tank. Then he puts it him in a. He puts that fish in another big tank. Now it big so big that now he cannot put it anywhere. Then he says that you are breaking the law of the nature. The law of the nature is that the big one will eat the small one because you allowed me to survive. I have continued living there. So why I am attaching this is that in the natural life we cannot go and disturb it. But what he says is dharma is what you do something that protecting the weak. That's what dharma has to do, and that's how it is different from justice and all those things. So now coming back to the continuing what we learned from the book is that these different parts are having a different brain of their own. Each of their body part will have a brain of its own, so they act in a similar in one manner because it is a group of neurons that get connectivity. So this helps because other books we have read also add to it. Now, then the next part that continued, wherein like certain things are coherent to us and certain things are incoherent to us. That we are accepting certain things, we are not accepting some certain things. If you see, there were certain words that Vaishnavi could not pronounce, and she had difficulty in pronouncing, so it went ahead. And certain people pronounce different words differently because that's where they have heard it, and so it is created in their mind. Now, when I started reading, all these words were very familiar to me. So some people thought I was going fast and also echoing was coming. So we disconnected there, discontinued there. And then we went to where it is not there and what it is in. So that's what Shivani and Tomita have read. So what is part of the system, this endocrine gland system or the chakra system that is there, and how meditation helps to connect these things. Also, where Dr. Rajkumar was reading, it was more about how body is like. If you see, mind is not just the your memory does not just remain in your mind. It is also to do with heart. So that's a what you call aha moment for me, wherein he explained the example of Claire, the lady called as Claire, who was thinking about something that happened earlier in life. She was craving for the chicken nuggets, and her gait changed. All those things. So memory is not just in your brain; it is also distributed in your heart. That's one learning. And then it also explained about the young girl whose name was not mentioned, wherein she was able to identify the murderer of the person who had given the heart to her. So this was a different kind of input that came in. So that's it from my side.
Wonderful, sir.
Yeah, that's a wonderful summarization. Fantastic.
Maybe
I
sir
think
has a divine power ना मतलब वो कि he can मतलब बिना बुक देखे उन्होंने इतनी अच्छे से पूरी रीडिंग को समराइज कर दिया.
absolutely, absolutely.
So I
Okay, so that's all for from my side. If you want to continue, you can continue. Whoever would like to add anything to this conversation, you can go ahead. See, this is called active listening. This is an example.
So active listening is what I have done, I guess.
एक्टिव लिसनिंग प्लस ऑब्जर्वेशन सर उन्होंने सबका जिसने रीच किया जो रिएक्शन था that was also in the summarization.
Absolutely. All right.
Yes,
Anybody
so
else would like to
amazing.
add anything? Yeah.
So amazing, Vasu sir. I would like now, Pinaki sir, you add something. So many things to learn from both of you.
See, I don't focus on so many things whenever I read a book. I only focus on one thing. एक चीज को वो focus करो.
Okay. नहीं मुझे ज्यादा चाहिए दिल मांगे वो.
So, but I only focus on one thing on which I can work today, which is interesting for me, and I can work today.
Yes,
So,
yes.
if I talk about that one thing is that see, every people who you are in getting touch with throughout the day, they're all emitting these vibrations that the author is talking about. जैसे मेरा खुद का vibration है वैसे दूसरों का भी vibrations है. So observe that how you're getting influenced by their vibrations. Observe karo, when these people they you come into their vicinity or they come closer to you, what happens to you? Observe that. किस तरीके का feeling हो रहा है? And that as the author was talking about the aura, he didn't use this word aura, but he replaced this word aura with quantum field, the quantum biophotons. So this everybody is carrying, each of us are carrying that a quantum field around us, and whenever we get in touch with people in our life on a day-to-day basis, we experience that. है ना, कभी कभी देखिए you can experience that when the person is in some other room, even that when the person arrives, you can sense that. हम नहीं सेंस कर पाते हैं इतना आसानी से जितने डॉग्स सेंस कर पाते हैं. You know, they can sense that this person is around the home. You know, कि वो घर में आ रहे हैं या घर के अंदर आने वाले हैं, वो ये उस रूम में है. We can also achieve that because डॉग का इंटेलिजेंस नेचुरली हमसे बेहतर नहीं है ना. तो हम क्यों नहीं कर पाते, क्योंकि हम ना और चीजों से अपने आप को उलझा के रखे हैं. That is what this author is talking about. All those feelings of the first three energy points. I am not using the word chakra because this word is not used in the book. So energy points जो है ना, so जो नीचे का जो तीन energy points हैं, most of our thoughts are coming from those three energy points, and these are weak energy points. They are this kind of survival energy points. सर्वाइवल का मतलब क्या है कि हमें किसी न किसी अटैक से अपने आप को सेव रखना है. दैट इज अ सर्वाइवल इंस्टिंक्ट. So observe today. आज खाली खाली observe करो. When you are getting in touch with some people in your family around you, आप उनके पास जा रहे हो, वो आपके पास आ रहे हैं. What is happening in your energy levels? आपके जो feeling का जो energy levels है, वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? How what is happening? Just observe that. Like that's what I'm going to do today. Practical part of it. And just want to thank everyone for this wonderful reading, wonderful
Yes.
session.
Others had one point that he will take home today, just like Pinaki has said that he will keep observing what each part is doing. Pallavi, Manish, just one point within 1 minute you can finish.
Yeah, and I need to leave really. Okay, angels.
Yeah, you can leave, Pinaki. Let me
Thank you so much.
take this
And
opportunity to interact.
Yeah,
make your
Vasu.
Sunday an amazing one.
Yeah, always. Yeah, always. Yeah, Vasu, what did you say? Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
One point that you will take home today from this 1.5 hour of discussion, reading that happened.
Yeah, actually, I joined very late. Okay, but still, I just want to say that with the with all the practices that we just discussed, everything adds to getting us better. What we focus on. So my take is that whatever we are learning, we should practice it on a regular basis with complete optimism, without any doubts. Because what I feel is that a lot of intelligent people are not successful, but a lot of conscious people, they are more successful than them because they believe in they have high beliefs, and they are not surrounded by so much noise, and they believe in their consciousness that what we focus on from full consciousness and work it in a very disciplined manner and with a good character, we can make it happen. And all these
Right. Good.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
feel
Good.
my character define my success basically.
Good. Yes. Who goes next?
Yes, sir. For me, it was very technical, but आपने इतना अच्छा समराइज किया. मैं अगर हिंदी में बोलूं तो कि अगर जो चीज़ नेगेटिव जा रही है तो आई शुड थिंक कि आई कम टू नो कि विच चक्र इज नाउ इन बैलेंस एंड आई हैव टू वर्क टू मेक दैट चक्र अलाइन, मतलब अलाइन. या
Okay. Yes, Padma. Okay, Padma has to leave. Yeah, Pranavi.
Good morning, John. And yeah, what I have learned is, I mean, we have lot of things to work on our inner centers, and I usually work on Anahata Chakra, that is the heart chakra, wherein that is a seat for the divinity, feelings, and emotions. Because at a very superficial level also, if we feel pain, somewhere we'll feel it in the heart. If we feel sad or happy, we feel it in the heart. And when we open or close our eyes and thinking about the God, we feel it in the heart. So after reading all this, what I thought was, I will go deep into this Anahata Chakra, and you have certain words for it to activate it. So, especially on heart chakra, I wanted to go for a deep research and work on it. So, other chakras, I'll take it later. So, this is what I thought. Thank you.
तो if you can throw some more light कि अगर जब हम बॉडी का पार्ट ट्रांसफॉर्म करते हैं तो उसमें इसमें क्या ऑथर ने लिखा हुआ है I couldn't get the whole meaning of it. The surrounding the transplanted organ changed the expression of the energy field. ये वाला
Yes,
yeah.
author, I don't know who has it, it's a male voice, in fact. There was a girl where a heart replacement was done, and that replaced heart has committed some murder or something. So that was the reason why she was able to get those all nightmares and all. So there is a strong reason behind it. So you need to not the transformation part, but then you need to be alert. What work is happening on those chakras, and it can be cleaned out. You should know on which center the work is happening actually. So as this girl has got all those nightmares and she has got that heart transplanted done, so her heart chakra is on work actually. It has got some work to do. So if you can throw some positive light on that, because you have every bijakshar for every center. So that's the only message I have got, and that's what my takeaway. And the other things are, I was able to absorb, but not totally assimilate it into my system. I need to go for a deeper study. Yeah, thank you all.
Vasu,
Okay.
can you tell what Pranav is trying to ask?
No,
Pallavi,
Pranav is not asking. Yeah.
Pallavi,
Pallavi was asking about how the brain transplant has happened and how it has retained memory. So that is what the author wants to say, that it is not just your brain that is having a mind of its own. There are different parts of your body, like he has explained, the solar plexus, the neuroplexus, all the different tissues wherein the nerve centers are there and lot of neurons make that body part. So it is also having its own memory, like it is said in the word in the book, while I think Vaishnavi was reading, that it is the what you call it has a mind of its own. Or so when it is having a mind of its own, it has its own memory as well. So when they removed the heart and replaced it in the other person, हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं कि वट एवर इज देयर, हार्ड डिस्क इज देयर, जैसे कंप्यूटर का हार्ड डिस्क है, हार्ड डिस्क हमने निकाल के किसी और कंप्यूटर पे लगाया तो वहां आपका मेमोरी यहाँ आ जाएगा, लेकिन आपने मदरबोर्ड निकाल के लगाया और उसके बाद अगर आपने देखा कि कोई समथिंग दैट वाज देयर इन द मदरबोर्ड ऑफ दैट computer, something information that is there, but you replace the motherboard. You did not replace the heart of that is the hard disk. But suddenly you come to know that still the information has come from this computer to that computer. So just like that, in the human being also, the person replaced the heart, but still something got memorized in the heart, and that got transplanted from one person to another.
Exactly.
So what the author tells is that it is not just the brain that you remember things, you add upon from the different parts of the body. If you go further reading, you search for the Joe Dispenza's videos, he tells that the subconscious mind is your body. Your body is your subconscious mind. If you see, if you tell yourself that if you have some aeroplane that you need to catch at morning 6 a.m. and you decide that you want to wake up at 3:30 and you put a alarm also for 3:30, but you may realize that you got up at 3:29 and saw the alarm before you woke up. Like you were awake well enough, and then at 3:29 you were woke up, and the phone says at 3:30 that gives the alarm goes on. So you might have observed that. That is because your body is your subconscious mind. It takes the commands and it is active on those things. Many times you see something is going to happen, you go and catch it before. बारिश होने वाला है, आप कपड़े किसी कारण से जल्दी से अंदर घर के अंदर लेके चले गए. So that also happens because the subconscious mind is trying, it lives in your body, in different parts of your body. Then it helps you take the decision. So if you see in the book also, he was saying somewhere that the subconscious mind is the center operating operating control of the body. So it operates and it controls the things that happen. So if your body doesn't, if you want to wake up and do something and your body goes into, it doesn't make you get up from the bed. Then you pick up the phone, you see your WhatsApp message, you go into some Instagram and all that. So I think I'm going too much detail. Yeah, I will take a break here.
Thank you, Vasav. That was really a great explanation because I was not able to express what I'm trying to convey. But then you have done a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys, I am ending the session. Good day to you all. Make your Sunday great. Bye.
You all have a nice day. Happy weekend. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Thank you, Sam. Same for you. Thank you.